In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to take a look at a knife I actually reviewed almost 8 years ago in May of 2014. I liked it so much I bought another one, and we neglected some of our modern testing results back then, so I thought I would redo this one because it's a pretty cool knife, and you may not have seen this. I'm talking about the Cold Steel Pendleton Lite Hunter. Really cool little knife. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for trustworthy information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video where, as I said, this time we're going to take a look for maybe only the second or third time ever on the channel at a second look at a knife that we've already taken a look at. And like I said, I reviewed this knife originally in May of 2014. I'll put a link to that video up here in the corner. If you look at the wood pile's a little better, a little newer looking, and the whiskers are not quite as white. And big difference, we did not have the balance, orientation, and rotation device at that time. We were just kind of setting up our cutting edge knife testing facility here at Survival on Purpose Worldwide headquarters. So we weren't able to do the complete modern testing, industry standard testing that we do now. So we're going to do all that in this video. But first, as always, a big thank you to the folks at Big Daddy Unlimited for making these Sharp Saturday videos possible. The way that works is, if you join the Big Daddy Unlimited Buyers Club for just 99 cents for the first 30-day trial membership at survivalonpurpose.com/BDU, that'll get you through the paywall there where you can see the prices that they, through several reasons, they can't advertise to the public. And if you think you'll save money, it looks like a good deal for you, and you stick around at the regular membership price of either 10 bucks a month or 99 bucks a year, then they'll throw me a couple of bucks for introducing us. So if you save money, it supports the channel. It's a win-win. By the way, I bought this knife on Big Daddy Unlimited. They had the best price on this one I could find. So anyway, thanks again to the folks at Big Daddy Unlimited. Now let's talk about this knife. And I think instead of me just standing here waving it at you, let's take you down to the old stump top, and we'll get to doing some of that knife stuff. And well, you know we're going to get all scientific with this one, but also it just quit raining here. It's been raining all day, or at least half the day. So we'll maybe do a little wet weather fire starting stuff with it and see how well it performs. Let's get to that. Okay, here is the little close-up of the Cold Steel Pendleton Lite Hunter. And other side, let's talk about the specs of this thing real quickly. It has an 8.5-inch overall length from tip to tail, so to speak, with a 3 5/8-inch long blade of 3 millimeter thick. German 4116 stainless steel is crypto quenched. This one is made in Taiwan. It weighs just 2.7 ounces. They call it the Pendleton Lite. It really is light. Features I guess a 4 7/8-inch handle of high impact polypropylene, so it's really just a plastic overmolded handle, and it comes with a Secure X sheath, and it does, by golly, secure it. You know, you see it snap in, and it just doesn't want to come out. You have to pull it out, and it's got this one-piece fold-over clip similar to like a Mora knife, kind of. They call this Secure X sheath. The original one, the one I looked at in 2014, had a nylon sheath. Let's see, the street price of this thing. MSRP is $25.99, by the way, and the street price is somewhere between 14 to 20 bucks. I paid 14 bucks for this one on Big Daddy Unlimited. This, by the way, was the Field & Stream 2010 Hunting Knife of the Year. So that being said, let's get to doing a little of that scientific testing here that we're famous for at Survival on Purpose. First of all, we're going to do a little redneck sharp test. Straight out of the box, let's just see. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. It's it's redneck sharp. What about paper cutting? I'm gonna try that. Everybody wants to see it. I don't like doing it. This paper's a little damp, so we'll see how it works. Okay. Well, when it hits the damp spot, it doesn't want to cut as well. But okay, so that was a little damp there. Okay, we're gonna call it paper cutting sharp. But what about some regular knife stuff? So first of all, this is a hunting knife. I don't have any animals to skin, and that's just the way it is. It's a drop point blade, but I do have some wood here. And so this is some wood that I've been chopping on. This is some privet, and it's been rained on. I got this dry piece of wood out to mess with in case we have an issue with the rain, but we'll take, for example, this piece of wood here, okay? You can see that it's kind of wet and damp. Maybe you can't see that, but I can see it. It's been rained on for the last half a day. We're gonna see what happens if you try to split this down the middle and baton it. So let's just do that. See that? And we're gonna do it again because I want to get to the dry. Let me tilt you up a little bit. Maybe you can see it a little better now. Sorry about that. Try to get to the dry inner wood, hopefully, and because I think that is this is a good example of why batoning wood is a potentially useful technique. So we are down to the middle. We're starting to rain again too, so I got to hurry this up. So, got into the middle of those. I'm gonna take this one because it's got the right kind of curve to it. It looks like it might be a little damp, but let's just see how well this thing carves some of those curls. And I don't know what kind of wood this is. It's kind of stringy. Stringy wood is usually not the best for curls. It's starting to rain again. Try to carve some small ones. But I gotta get done before it rains. So these are kind of thin curls here. They're not tiny, but they're thin, but they're getting rained on, so I don't know how effective they're gonna be. So without any further ado, I'm gonna find my piece of fat wood that I've got in storage here. And I think, yeah, here's one. Get that out of storage. Let's carve a little bit of that. Okay, that being said, let's see how well it scrapes now. It doesn't have a really super sharp spine. Let's just see though. If I remember correctly, one of the issues I had with the first time I did this is didn't strike a ferro rod really well, but let's see what we got here now. Doing a great job of scraping this fat wood. So let's see how well it does with a ferro rod. Put you back in storage. I've got my favorite ferro rod ever. This is the Exotac Fire Rod XL. Let's see what we got here. So, oh, this one did a lot better. And there we go. So, not bad at all there. So, think we should get all scientific with this one? Okay, my camera's getting wet, so we're going to try to hurry this up a little bit, but that was some of the practical testing with the Cold Steel Pendleton Lite Hunter. Got to say, it actually, maybe the knife has improved, or maybe my skill set has improved in 8 years, but either way, I think it did better this time than it did the first time. It's redneck sharp, it cut paper sharp, it carved curls really well. It batoned just fine and something that's reasonable size for this size blade. I didn't chop with it because it's 2.7 ounces. There's just not enough mass to try to chop. And it struck a ferro rod and scraped fat wood really well, which is something the other one, either the knife or my technique wasn't up to par the first time. But as you know, here at Survival on Purpose, we like to get all scientific, and to that end, we maintain a state-of-the-art, cutting-edge knife testing facility where one of the industry standard knife tests we like to do is to test the aerodynamic balance of every fixed blade knife using the balance, orientation, and rotation device. We're gonna do that now. Let's, hopefully we can finish this before it gets wet. The proper scientific method is crucial. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, third time's the charm. I had somebody say something about Kuma the Wonder Dog, that I should put him up before I throw, balance test knives. Trust me, okay, I'm not gonna let Kuma get hurt. He's my baby, isn't that right, Kuma? Sometimes it's just about getting the calibration right. Correct testing technique probably helps a little bit too. That one was a failure to impale. FTI is what we call that in the science world. Okay, we're gonna call this thing balanced before my camera gets too wet. Okay, as I said, we're gonna call this one balanced, and that was it's been a hopefully reasonably entertaining and informative look at the Cold Steel Pendleton Lite Hunter. And I gotta say, for under 20 bucks, this is probably one of the best knife values of any knife I've ever reviewed. It's a fixed blade knife, it's under 20 bucks. It's very lightweight, extremely capable, extremely solid. And just a couple things I didn't even show you. It's got a nice little finger grooves right here, little finger guard swell there. Another little bit of a groove back here on the back with a flare. So it's really, really comfortable in your hand. It lends itself to several different type grips. Just a really nice, handy little knife. Super lightweight, and it's very well balanced. So that's the Pendleton Lite Hunter. I hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.